Now the next question which is normally asked is, what are the documents that is required to get the occupation certificate? It is no doubt the duty of the developer, promoter, landowner who has constructed the building and handed over the position to the flat purchaser or the office purchaser to give the occupation certificate and then only hand over the occupation certificate. However, in a lot of instances we have seen people have occupied the building, more than 10,000 buildings only in Mumbai and Thane districts are there where buildings have been occupied without occupation certificate. Now in Thane there is already the amnesty scheme going on for a person to obtain the occupation certificate by paying certain penalties. Now let us understand, in order to obtain an occupation certificate, what are the documents required? The first and the most important document is required intimation of disapproval, which has put lot of conditions, or LOI, that we call it as letter of intent, which is letter of approval, which is given by the planning authority along with various conditions along with the approved plan, that is required. The commencement certificate. Now you will be surprised to know that the planning authorities, when they issue a commencement certificate, they issue always for a particular plinth level. Once the plinth everything is done according to the foundation is put according to the planning which has been approved by the government or planning authority, then they allow the developer to construct first floor, second floor, third floor. This way floor wise permissions are granted, and then of course once everything is done and all floors are completed, then the permission is given for brickwork and other things. So the commencements are always given floor wise. So many times what the developers do, they get a complete plan approved for, let us say, 15 to 20 stories, and whereas the commencement is given only for the plinth level, but they sell the 15th story, 16th story also, saying that we have received a commencement certificate. Therefore the flat purchaser should be very much alert and find out whether the commencement certificate for that particular floor which they are purchasing is available, and they have to verify this from the authorities also. So without commencement certificate for a particular floor, the occupation certificate cannot come. Now why this is required? Because if there is a commencement certificate, which means that it is within the allowed permissible limit of FSI. Now what is this FSI all about? FSI means floor space context which can be constructed on a floor flat of land. So therefore if there is a commencement certificate, which means that the required permission of constructing that floor is available. So without commencement certificate, one, we cannot go for occupation certificate. Third is built up and section wise plan. What is the total built up area that has to be constructed? What are the sections plan? What are the wing wise plan? All that need to be put. Then comes pollution control, air pollution and various pollution control boards NOCs, so which are required. Environment clearance, if the building is environment clearance required, that has to be there. If the building is constructed as per the within the area of aeroplane, air aviation, then the air aviation NOC is required. If the building has to be required, or the builder is required to give as per the IOD condition or as per the building approval condition, certain area has a setback to the government, then the setback area handed over certificate. So these are the various documents which are required. Of course the architect's certificate saying that he has supervised the building and he is one of the person who has seen that the entire construction is done as per the approved plan. His building completion certificate is also most important, and of course civil engineer certificate saying that all the construction and the safety measures and the structural drawings and the building has been done as per the structural drawing, and he has supervised that the construction supervision. All this is required in order to receive occupation certificate. Now building completed photographs that need to be given. If there is a solar energy and then rainwater harvesting, the NOC, and as far as that is put, that proof has to be given. Then during the construction period, certain taxes are payable to the planning authority, like development charges, or this is also called land under construction taxes, LUC, land under construction taxes. All these municipal taxes has to be paid, that has to be done. And then various drainage line, water pipeline, all that has to be put, and then licensed engineers the NOC has to be given. All this is when it's of course building approved plan, and for each IOD conditions or the letter of approval conditions, what are the conditions are put, all that has been complied with has to be authenticated, and proof to that aspect has to be given. With this we can write to the BMC, and the BMC authorities will have to issue a occupation certificate. Once the occupation certificate is issued, then only the said building can be occupied by the flat purchaser. Thank you.